Hello. The start of this vlog is a series of clips from a trip to London that I took right at the end of February, and I went to see the socks exhibition by Celia at the Now Gallery. I timed my visit with a talk that she was having one evening with Patrick Grant and Helen Kirkham, and it was such an amazing evening. I'm going to talk about it a bit more later in this vlog, but for now, here are a few snippets from the visit. It was so amazing to see the amount of work and creativity that all of these children brought together to create this exhibition. Celia has once again nailed it. It's a really, really beautiful exhibition, and it was so great to be able to see such creativity through this act of repair that I so want more and more people to be trying, and to see children taking on was just really amazing.
Making a pattern, and then we realised a lot of leather sneakers, even if they're leather,
I've just had a really big delivery of some new Swiss darning zines that I'll be giving out at the upcoming workshop I'm doing, and I've also updated all of my kit booklets. So I've got new darning kits coming back and my visible mending booklet, and it's always so nerve-wracking for me because I proofread everything, 100 times, but it's very scary just worrying about any typos, and I almost just had complete meltdown because I opened this darning booklet first and it's all in the wrong order. The contents page is in the middle, and that's honestly one of my biggest fears when I open these boxes, is that's what's going to happen. But it just seems to be that one booklet. All of the others are fine, thankfully, and in the correct order. So I'm not sure what happened there. I actually just had to stop filming then, because as well as having the one booklet that was in the wrong order, which was this one, I then realised that that wasn't even the right inside. This cross section, for example, is from the visible mending book, not the darning book. So I just had to switch the camera off and double check, and yeah, the rest of them seem to be fine. So they've obviously included a couple of misprints for me. Not sure why they've done, it's just given me a real panic, but everything else seems to be fine. And I'm excited to get these Swiss darning zines made up. So I have a woven darning zine that I give out at darning workshops, but because I'm running my first Swiss darning workshops this month, I wanted to offer just a quick how-to as well. And it's very hard to put all of that into a zine, but it's just something that goes alongside the workshop, and I'm happy with how that's come out. So now I need to sit and go through all of these and make sure there are no more errors that I need to be aware of. I've also got new kit stickers as well, so the darning kit is coming back, which I'm really excited about. And I've changed up what's included in the kits as well, because as any small business owner knows, we've got endless cost worries to take into account, and just trying to keep things as cost effective as possible for everyone. So that's my next challenge. This is a personal project I've been working on over winter, and I haven't had much time to work on it lately. There's only one hole here left to do actually, but it has loads and loads of moth holes in it that I've been working on for the last few months. It's been a really fun personal project for me. I really wanted to darn all of these holes in a really organic way, and that's something that I can very easily tell myself isn't organic, it just looks bad. But I'm really pushing through that with this, and I really, really love how it's come out actually. So just this one hole to repair here, and then I think that's it done. I actually took this to a workshop I had a few weeks ago, and it was an introduction to darning workshop. But I was trying to explain to people that once you've got the foundation of the warp and weft, you can really take your darns anywhere, and this felt like a good example for that. And it was really nice to see people's reaction actually. Again, I've been pushing this organic look that felt quite far out of my comfort zone, but the response to it was really positive, and that was really nice. Hello. The sun has come out this morning, which is really nice, but not so much for filming, and I've been meaning to do a catch up to the camera for a couple of weeks now. It's nearly the end of March and it's absolutely flown by. I can't believe how quickly this month has gone. And I was away for a week, so I think that's probably added to it. But I realised I hadn't done a kind of catch up after my trip to London, which was right at the end of February, but at the beginning of this vlog. And I'm really glad that I got to go to Celia Pim's exhibition, but I'm also glad that I got to time it with the talk that she was having that night. So it was Celia Pim in conversation with Patrick Grant and Helen Kirkham, and it was just such an inspiring evening. I think I really needed just that kind of environment to see some mending work in action, and then to hear people talking about why we do what we do and all the ways that we can make a difference. So I'm really glad I got to go, and I have historically been very bad at setting New Year's resolutions or goals or anything like that. I find that really difficult. But at the beginning of the year, I did write a list of lots of things that are just things that I want to look into with Slow Stitch Club, and, you know, trains of thought that I want to explore. And going to that talk really gave me the push I needed to think it's okay to just explore those ideas. They don't have to come to anything. And I think it was a really good reminder of that. So it's definitely left me feeling like I want to push through with some of those ideas that I'd been having, which is really nice. And then on a similar kind of train of thought, I actually had a catch up with my friend Gay last week, who you might know from Lived in Repairs. She's doing some really incredible work. She's based up in Nottingham, so we've never met in person, but we chat a lot online, and it's been really nice to have someone to talk to when you're, you know, working on a business that you're making up as you go. To have someone else doing a similar thing it's really, really nice, and I'm very grateful for that friendship. And one of the things we got talking about was children sewing, and whether we knew any young children in our lives that had learnt to sew. And that all came around because I showed her this teddy, which is the first thing I ever sewed. And I made this when I was about 7 or 8, I think. And my mum keeps a lot of things. I'm very glad she kept this. And it normally lives up on the shelf behind me there. And I'm glad I've kept it. It's, you know, for a 7-year-old to have made this, I think back, and I think this probably was the start of my sewing bug. And I just don't know if that's something that's being taught in schools in the same way. So I made this at school. So if you have children, I'd love to know, is this something that they would still do? Is it something that they would do outside of school? Yeah, I'd be really interested, so let me know. And then also I feel like now is probably the time to announce Teddy's new name, because I realised I'd never named Teddy. And Gay quite rightly came up with the perfect name for them, which is Threadbare. And I love a pun. I think it very much suits the slightly bedraggled state that they are now in. But considering it's over 25 years old, I think it's doing okay. So yeah, I'm just showing you this because I really want to open up the conversation about children learning to sew and mend, and whether you learnt to sew as a young child or whether it's something you picked up later. And if you have any memories attached to it, I'm also really interested in that. So leave me a comment and let me know, because I'm finding all of this very fascinating at the moment. I'm trying to think back to what I was like as this 7-8-year-old making this teddy bear. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I've got loads of mending work on at the moment, which is amazing. I've got an overflowing box and bag just next to me that I'm staring at, knowing I need to get on all of those today. And I've also got some of my most challenging but exciting personal commissions going on as well. So there's a couple of those that you'll definitely be seeing more of. I just need a game plan of how I'm going to approach the mends, because they're quite extensive, and yeah, I need to source the right yarns, make a plan, and then approach them as and when I've got the time to. I've also been photographing my new updated mending kits and darning kits this morning, and I'm really excited to get those back up on the website updated, because it's been a while since I had a darning kit available, and it's one that people ask about a lot. I think I'm going to leave it there for now. I have a feeling this is going to be a very short vlog, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. April is my birthday month, so that might also be a bit of an odd one video wise. I'm going to film bits and bobs throughout the month as always, but I will be taking a few days off for my birthday. And then I've also got my online Mending Public Day workshop with Fashion Revolution, which I'm really, really excited about. I'll leave a link below so that you can join us if you haven't got your ticket yet. And then before I know it, it's going to be May, and then that will be the celebration for Well Worn. It'll be a year since Well Worn came out, and I've got my all-day visible mending workshop for that as well. And the tickets are selling well for that, so there's a couple more left if you want to join us. And I need to get making the party bags for that, which is exciting as well. But now I'm starting to think too much ahead, so I'm going to leave it there for now, and I will see you in the next video.